Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Robin with Zimmy Simple Designs. If you see the little red live light, you've caught me live. If not, you're watching the replay. Please type in hashtag replay. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm going to find myself, get my sprinkle out so we can get some friends popping on. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll have some friends coming on. Hello. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just looking for places to sprinkle. All right. Well, hopefully we'll have some people popping on. I don't see anybody yet. I show people on, but I don't see anybody talking. I may not get anybody today. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. How are you today? Hello, Pat. That one. How's Pat? Here we go. Hope you're having a good day. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get myself sprinkled into some groups, hoping that we have some people pop on. I wish I could. Hi, Louise. I wish I could bunch these all together into one thing and touch one button and have it sprinkled to everybody, but it doesn't do that. Oh my. So I have to go through and look to see where I'm allowed. And how are you today? Are you enjoying this Iowa weather? Isn't it amazing? Can't believe how warm it is for this time of the year. Okay, that's it. Enjoying the Iowa weather, that's for sure. Hope everybody's doing okay. Thanks for popping on. I appreciate you being here. Oh no, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better. But yes, it is. It's gorgeous outside. It is gorgeous outside. I was hoping for more people to pop on. I'm going to give it just a minute and see if more come on. I wanted to share something. Hello, Deborah. I wanted to share some happy mail I got from one of my friends. I don't like to call them followers. It just makes me feel weird. It's like, you got a follower. I'm just like, I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Hello, Alice. It's beautiful here too. It's gorgeous here. We're in the low 50s, the sun's shining. It's like unreal. Hello, Shasta. Welcome. Yes, it does. You're right. Deborah, it feels like spring. It definitely feels like spring. And I don't mind it one bit. I'm glad it feels like spring. That's for sure. I'm happy that it feels like spring. So anyway, hi Charlotte. Yep, I got a bunny. I got me a bunny. These are his little feet. Now, I was going to put his feet back here. My husband said it looked funny, like this was his back feet. He said, no, you got to put him up front. Hello, Susan. You need him. He's my new one. Hi, Cheryl. And then this is his nose. Or her nose, whatever you want to make her. You know, but whichever one. It's going to be $15 plus shipping. But I just thought it was really cute. I thought it was cute. So since a few more have popped on, I want to share something. The other day I got some happy mail from one of my friends. And I want to show you that. Well, she sent this card. And she had received this. It's a doll, handmade. It should be able to sit. Because it's thick. You know, it's 3/4. And then by the time you put his little feet on there, he should sit. Okay, I think he'll sit on its own. But anyway, she had received this gift from her pen pal 30 years ago. And hello Peggy, and she sent it to me, and I want to show you guys this. I have it setting up here so I can see it when I'm crafting. But this is what she sent me. And this is Maricela. She's one of my, you know, like I said, she's one of the friends. Now, isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? And it's 30 years old. It's a little angel. It also came with this little basket and bunny. I was in tears. I just was in awe. I just thought it was the most precious thing that she could do. So Maricela Plyler, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She doesn't come on live very much because I think she works, but she does watch my replays, and she does buy a lot of wood kits from me and supports me in that way. And she mailed this. I just think it's just absolutely, like I said, it's 30 years old. It was a gift from her pen pal. And just the thought that she would take something that was so kind of probably precious to her and mail it to me. I just was amazed. Yeah, like I said, I just was in tears. I just thought it was the most special thing. So that's why I have it setting right here at my up here by my craft station so I can see it. But anyway, I wanted to share that. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'll have to get that. I dropped the little basket. So I'm going to put it back up here so I can see it. But I'll get the basket after my live. I'll have to get it. So anyway, thanks guys for popping on. I almost didn't because I know that Kathy with the Chippy Farmhouse, she comes live at this time. But I've been trying to go live to show this kit for a couple weeks now, and it just hasn't happened. And I was like, no, I'm going live today. So, hi, Suzanne. Yes, it was very, very special. So, yeah, this is my new wood kit. It's a bunny wood kit, and this is what we're going to create today. So, I've already got it stained. I use the Minwax water-based, hello, Rita, water-based stain. It's a tintable stain. I like it because there's no smell. So I'm just going to take this candle. Hello, Linda. It's just one of the little votive candles from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to wax him up. And we're gonna get this put together. Like I said, if you would like one, just private message me. They're 15 plus shipping. And I just hope it turns out really cute. I think it will. It was something a little different. I think that's why I came up with it. I just thought it was something kind of different than maybe some other bunnies, but you know, I'm sure people will come up with something similar anyway. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, did you get my message? I sent you a message a while ago. It's no big deal. All right, we're gonna get it waxed up so we can give it the chippy look and get it distressed. I was gonna try and do this off camera, but I ran out of time. I was oh, okay. You're fine. You're fine. I understand when you're at work. I got busy putting my dinner together, so I kind of ran out of time. So I thought, well, that's okay. I'll do this. I'm not in an event, so I can take a little bit longer or a little more time. Hopefully this won't take too long. So, oh hush. I don't know what she's barking at, but in fact, I didn't even get, I got these little spindles that I had my husband cut for me, and I didn't even get a chance to get them stained. So we're gonna figure something out for him. I don't know about this person that's on. Make sure that I got somebody weird. Hopefully they're not gonna cause an issue. All right. So I got my dinner all put together. All righty. Is everybody having a good day? You all doing well? I see some of you are enjoying the nice weather. I think it's pretty nice everywhere. And then I took some cardboard. I got some cardboard, and I cut these little circles. And then these little bitty guys, these little bitty circles, and these are going to be the pads of his feet. I just cut them. I just used, actually I had, you know the little bunny feet that you can get from Dollar Tree, and it has the little pads. Hi, Catherine. Well, I peeled them off because I used them for something else, and I saved them. And that's what I used for the pattern for this. And then the other one, I just used a dowel. Just a piece of dowel I had. I put it on the cardboard and traced around it to get these the little bitty ones. So, yeah. So I did some prep work. And we're going to paint her. Actually, this one's going to be a little girl. I'm going to put a little bow on her. But we're going to paint her angel. And this is chalk paint from Nicole with a Frayed Knot. And this color is kind of a off-white. It's a little creamier. I guess it's more of a cream color than the vintage lace, if you guys are familiar with her paints. It's just a little shade darker. Hi, Christy, welcome. So we're gonna paint. I can put this away now. Hi, Gail. Welcome. I've been so busy. Like I said, I've been trying to go live for a couple of weeks, but it's a blessing. It's a good busy, so I'm not complaining. With all my orders. And hello, Becca. How are you? Enjoying the beautiful weather. Yep. It has been gorgeous, hasn't it? All right. Hopefully this... And I'm going to just kind of freehand some little pink inside the ears. See how that goes. I'm not a freehand, you know, but it is kind of supposed to be a little primitive. I don't know. You know, kind of fun, but primitive, I guess. All right. My grandson's been a handful, I guess. My daughter's little boy, Sawyer. He's been getting into things. He decided to fill his excavator with Dr. Pepper. Oh, he was a character. We talked to him last night, I guess, and he was just on one. He was just, hi, Zena, how are you? He was just something else. He keeps her on her toes, I tell you. And then I watched my other grandsons and my, well, he'd be next to the youngest, Matthias, when he came. For about an hour or so, he talked like Batman. I thought it was so funny. I'm Batman. And I would ask him a question and he'd answer me in that deep, you know, Batman voice. It was so funny. Well, oh, how fun, Becca. You enjoy those grandbabies. Yeah. I've got 2 that live here and the rest live in Texas. So, but we get to video chat. So, it's been fun. Because he just, like I said, he keeps us laughing, that's for sure. The one that lives in Texas. He's quick-witted, I'll tell you. For 3, he amazes me. And my mom's doing well. She's home. So that was good after her hip surgery. So I spoke to her. I hope I have enough of this paint. If not, uh-oh. I have another color, brand of paint that might match it. So, oh gosh. I opened that up and you see Charmed by Sage. I don't know if you guys follow her or know her. One of her kids just had a little grandbaby. He's so adorable. Really cute. Hello, Deborah. My mom, Rita, my mom lives in Arizona. So, yeah, that was really hard. She fell she fell on my birthday, which was December 27th. and broke her hip. And fortunately, they only had to pin it. But my sister works. She lives in Arizona, my sister does. And she works, and she works a lot. She works. She's a respiratory tech. And she's like a traveling respiratory tech. And she goes kind of where they need help. And she's there for a while. And she couldn't stay with my mom for, during the healing process. And, of course, I live here, and I just couldn't afford a last-minute airline ticket to go to Arizona. And really, I really couldn't have been a whole lot of help because I can't do a lot of heavy lifting. So, because I have a bad back, so. But it was still hard for me because I wished I could have been there for her. But she's doing well. She's doing very well. The last time I talked to her, I need to call her and touch base with her again. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Melody. Welcome. Oh, I got plenty of this color. All right. So I got everything. These all painted. In fact, I got too much out. Hi, Luann. How are you? Brush here and put that extra paint back. I don't like wasting paint. I'll try this one. I'm just doing the one coat because like I said, I'm just waxed it. I'm going to chippy it. And I'll probably just go ahead and just paint these carrots and distress them and put some wax on them and be done with that. So, and then I'm going to use Crazy Crow on his nose, which I got white paint on, but that's okay. It'll cover, I think. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Oh, gosh. So tomorrow is the big day. We get to see the groundhog sees his shadow. That was my grandmother's birthday. One of my grandmothers. That's when her birthday was. And one of my daughter-in-laws, it's her birthday, Groundhog's Day. Does anybody have a friend or a family or know anybody that is born on February 29th? Hi, Melinda. I asked because we had some neighbors years ago, and their grandson was born on February 29th. And of course, they celebrated his birthday on the 28th. I was just kind of curious if you knew anybody or if not. Nobody, huh? Am I not seeing comments? You guys are talking to me. I'm not seeing them. Let me log back in. Stella. How are you? I was gonna call you, but I've been really busy. Did you finally make it into the group for Debbie? I need this brush. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. I don't know. Uh-oh, do I lose some of my little... Uh-oh. I'm missing some little... There's one. Uh-oh. I knocked them off. There it is. Losing the little pads to my feet. No, you gave up. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. That's too bad. I don't know why that would be. You know, that's awfully strange. All right. So these are going to be the little pads of his feet. And I'm going to paint them. This, it's Flamingo. Yeah, that is. Flamingo, which is another chalk paint from Nicole with the frayed knot. I'm going to paint him. Paint them this color, I think. Maybe I should have painted his nose pink. You know? Now I'm rethinking that. Wonder what you guys think. Should it be, his nose be black or pink? Hi, Nicola. Oh, thank you, Rita. I got this from Beware. Pink, pink, pink. Yeah, I wondered about that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, let's see. I wonder if I can sand that off the edge here, most of it, and just, after I did that, I thought, you know, that doesn't seem right. So I'll sand it off. Just this edge, and I'll just turn it around and paint the back. And of course I've waxed it so it's coming off really easy, the paint is. And I'm not going to worry too much about it because like I said, it's going to get chippied anyway. So. All right. Okay, we'll paint her pink here. Here we go. So anybody got big plans for the weekend? I know I'm in an event. Well, actually it's a groundhog event with the Double Trouble group. So we got to do a groundhog. So I'm in the middle of trying to put together a groundhog. Oh my. Some of the things that we got to come up with in these events. They're fun though, because it makes you think, it makes you You are, Stella? Hey, Lisa, how are you? And I just peeled the top layer of the cardboard, and so it had, you can see that corrugation, so that just to give it another different bit of texture, a little bit of interest. All right. Get her painted up. I think I need to order some paints from Nicole. I'm getting low on some colors. I usually try to order in the springs and summer, you know, not past, because I've gotten paint from her. And that's so fun. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it, Lisa. But anyway, I've ordered paints from her in the wintertime and have gotten them, and they were frozen because it was so cold. So I quit. When I order, I try to do it before winter. Are you guys familiar with, if you guys follow her, you know she watches, or yeah, she does watch Shadow and Jackie, the two bald eagles at Big Bear. Okay, where did that go? Anyway, she had, I guess she had 2 eggs this year. She hatched. So I am missing a little round circle. I might have to cut another one, which is fine. I got some cardboard here. Doggone it. I thought it was right here. Two, 4, 5. Yeah, I thought I'd painted 6, but I guess not. Doggone it. Here's the, well, you'll get to see how I did this. Oops, wrong thing. I just took this dowel. Hi, Christy. Hi, Debbie. Just little section of the dowel. That's what I traced for these little feet. I just traced around it and cut it out. Sorry about that, guys. Oops. There we go. Okay. And I use the, and this is kind of, well, tricky to cut out, I guess. Not really tricky. Can be a little challenging because cardboard is so stiff. But that's all I did. I just kind of, and then peeled the top corrugation off. What are you eating? Dolly, what you got? Maybe she found the cardboard and ate it. Oh my. I'll have to watch her. dear. She one day she had, she found this wooden, I had it on the floor. I had this wooden ball. I was going to make an angel, and I had it on the floor, and I couldn't find it. And I thought, well, I know it was there. Well, where she lays, I happened to look where she moved the towel where she lays, and there was that wooden ball. She had taken it, and there were like teeth marks in it where she'd been chewing on it. I'm like, okay. Okay. There we go. No, I'm probably going to do that, and then I'll find it later. And I'm hoping I cut this out okay, because I can't see it. I didn't put my glasses on. Hello, Carol. Okay. And you can wet this, like spray it with a little water, but I didn't. It wasn't that big, so I didn't worry too much about it. So I'm going to get my paintbrush again and I'll paint this one. My goodness, can't hang on to anything, can I? All right. I got a little paint right here. There we go. Good enough. And I'm going to rinse this, and we're going to paint these. These are going to be my, I think I'm going to do like a little bunch of carrots for my little bunny. I was even, and these spindles were actually longer. I had my husband cut them, and I got these from Woodpecker Crafts, and I did not drill a hole in that one. I bet I put the one I drilled the hole in here. Yep, I did. There's only 1 and 3. But, and then I drilled, like I said, I drilled holes in them, and I'm going to stick some little greenery. Hello! Oh my gosh. So we're going to paint these pumpkin spice. And they'll be okay. They'll look distressed when I, oh gosh, throw things. After I sand them and wax them. So I'm not going to worry about too much that they don't have any wax underneath. That I didn't get them waxed underneath. So it'll be all right. Well, I've been keeping my husband busy at the bandsaw. He's been doing a lot of cutting, which that's fine. He says he actually enjoys it, standing there cutting. He doesn't mind it at all. So, hello, Linda. All right. Sorry, guys, all of this painting. Yeah, I am too. I am so blessed. You guys have blessed me so much. It's just I'm amazed. There are times it brings me to tears thinking I've, come this far and I've got all of this support, and yeah, I just am very, very, very grateful. And thank you all so very much. Thank you doesn't even, Hi, Kathy. Oh, yeah, he does. He makes things himself, so he's a woodworker too. So, but I am grateful that he does this for me. He cuts for me, because I know there's a lot of ladies that are creators that don't have that, or even like crafters like you guys that want to make things but don't have anybody to cut for you. It's very nice. Like I said, I am completely very blessed. That's for sure. All right, now we got our carrots painted. So okay, everything's painted now. Now we can get it put together. I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't stick my hands in it. Or... You wish you're my... Oh. All right, so I've waxed my bunny. So I'm going to try my little scraper here and see how well it works. I haven't been... Maybe it's warm enough today. Yeah. All right, get this chippied up. And I know Dollar Tree, a lot of people go to Dollar Tree and get things, but, some people can't get to a Dollar Tree or don't have a Dollar Tree. Look at there, I got really good chippy today. Really good chippy. We got to go to Waterloo, which is another town about an hour or so from where I live, and it's a little bit bigger than where I live. My husband's got to go for an MRI, and when we go, he takes me to some of the Dollar Trees that are there, because they have about 3 or 4 of them. And we just have one, and they never have anything when I go there. I loved it when I was having to go to, yeah, Rita, it's been horrible. Like I said, the one here, it's every now and then I can go in there and they have some, have stuff, but here lately, I'm lucky. In fact, I don't even go in there very often anymore because it's just so bad. And I got on the website looking for some stuff. And I know if you get on their website, you can put your zip code in there and they can tell you if the item is available in your location. Everything I pulled up wasn't available here at this store. I'm like, okay. I should see if my daughter can get me some things. She lives in Texas now, so I'm getting pretty good chippy on this today. Really good chippy. Hopefully, oh. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Not too bad. Looks pretty good. So I got her all painted up. I think she's looking pretty good. Pretty cute, I guess, so far. And I'll just take the, hey, Dolly, no. I'm just gonna sand this. Dolly, no. Lay down. People are enjoying the weather and they're going for walks. And she can look out the window. There's a window right there. She gets in the chair and she looks out the window when the people are walking by and she barks at them. It's like, no, you don't need to do that. So we got our nose. And I'm going to just give these little guys a sand. And I don't know for sure if these carrots are going to work. I got them out. I thought maybe I'd try it. I'm not, you know, I was hoping maybe we could give our little bunny some carrots, but I'm not sure if I can find a place to put them. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Carly. All right, so we got everything sanded. So we'll clean my mess up here. So I don't make an even bigger mess. All right. Okay, so now, like I said, we're gonna freehand this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. We're gonna, and I'm debating. No, I think I'm just gonna dry brush this pink in here. Let's see, I have this brush, it's kind of yucko. And I think I'm going to pour some of this in here. This may not work, but I'm going to try it. Maybe. If I can get some paint out. There. I don't need a whole lot. And I'm gonna just kind of take this paper plate and just kind of give it a dry brush, because I want it to look distressed, like the bunny. Well, I took too much paint off. And I'm gonna kind of, let's see, there we go. Just like that. In here. And it'll match. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that? Oops. Just kind of like a dry brush in there. And just some little freehand, I guess. Wasn't sure how that was going to look. There we go. And did it on the other ear. So now we got our pink in her ears. I think she's, so far, I'm not a artist or a painter, but I don't do faces very well either. All right, so we're gonna put her together. And feet we're gonna do on the front. Right here. But I think we're gonna get it waxed up first before I put her together. Hello, Mary. I should be able to open this, we'll see. And I'm just using my Bare Dark Wax. And I'm just gonna go around and you don't have to do this part if you don't want. This is just something I like to do. Just like the chippy look. You don't have to do that. If you don't want it chippy, you don't need to do it chippy. You can do it however you like. Just for inspiration. The other day I made a spindle bunny. I need to post a picture. I have been making angels using some spindles I had. And I had seen another creator did one with a bunny, and I thought, well, that's really cute. Hello, Janelle. How are you? How's your part of Iowa today? Go around. We have really good friends, and their middle daughter had a bunny when she was a little girl. They called it Bun Bun. She went through, I don't know how many bunnies. she loved them so much. She took them everywhere. She took this bunny everywhere. She slept with it. If she went to the playground, it went. I mean, she just loved that bunny. My daughter didn't have a bunny, but she had a little lamb that, and she called it a Mimi. And she carried it around. So, and I'm just gonna go around, distress the little pads, since we can't really sand them, but I think I'm just gonna kind of take my brush and kind of go over the top, just a little bit more than I did the outside of the more like this on this. Make it look like, you know, he's got dirty paws. I had one of my nieces order one of my bunnies kits the other day. I just sent it to her. These little pieces are kind of hard. Hello, Jessica. All right. Oop, left one behind. There we go. Do his little nose. Yeah, the nose looks much better in pink. Much better pink. Hi, Grace. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Hope you're doing well. All right. Well, good. I'm glad to see you. All right. So I made enchiladas for dinner. What are you guys having for dinner? What's on your menu? I already got it put together. I like to get it put together before I make it to kind of let the flavors, you know, kind of meld together. I guess, lack for a better word, I guess. All right, now there, I got all of them waxed. Fried shrimp and garden. Ooh, that sounds good, Deborah. That sounds yummy. I like shrimp. I love shrimp. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these little pads on the feet first, and then I'm gonna glue the feet on the bunny. Hi, Kim. And the fun part about, you know, you could use fabric to put on these little feet. You know, scrapbook paper. You could use you know, you could get creative with it. Like this. If you're whimsical, you know, like whimsical stuff, this would be cute. Hello, Cheryl. Ooh, yummy, Janelle. You guys don't know, Janelle is my niece. Hush. She lives here in Iowa. Also, her and her husband. Dolly, no. Oh my. Yeah, she's real brave till you open the door and let them in. And then she's bolts under my desk as far back in the corner as she can get. So she's not a very brave dog. She is if she's in the house. She's real brave. You're fine. You can come in on my page. I don't mind. Or on your page. I don't mind at all. Anybody who's on here that has a page, you're more than welcome to come on your page. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. All right. So we got both little feet. And it's going to go like this. And then her little nose, her little nose. All right. So I'm going to use my Titebond and CA glue, CA glue, the Stick Fast. To put these on. Oh. Uh-oh. Nope, didn't get any on me. You're welcome. How you doing today, Kim? Maybe. I used this earlier and it might be, oh gosh, plugged. I don't know. And it is. Doggone it. Glasses. I gotta see where which I got. All right, let's get a pin and see if I can unplug it so I can use it. If not, and I can never remember. This is all kind of, yeah, I'm not going to be able to find them. Doggone it. That's okay. I'll use, I'll just go ahead and use the hot glue instead of this. Oops. The other night, in bed, I kept feeling something, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Finally, I got hold of it. I had a straight pin in my bed. I have no idea how it got there. Hello, Lisa. None whatsoever. I'm lucky I didn't poke myself. Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't poke myself. I couldn't believe it. Oops. All right. She's looking cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's what she's looking like so far. I love her. Now, I can never get anything to stand on my desk. Let's see. Sometimes over here. But, yeah, she'll stand. So, I don't know if it'll stand here. No, it won't. I don't know why. It never will. So we're going to give her some eyes. And I'm just going to use the back of a paintbrush. And we're going to use some... Hello! Hi, Lulu. You can call me Robin. I want to hang on to this card to go with that doll. So I've got to find a place for it. All right. And hopefully I can get them in the center of her face. I think my nose is kind of off. I need to move my nose is crooked or not centered. So I'm going to move it. It should be over there more. And I'm not going to put any hot glue on there. Yeah, that looks better. More centered. And we're going to give one eye. And I think I should have gone a little bigger. So I'm making a dot, and then I'm kind of doing a little circle and making it a little bit bigger. And I got a little carried away. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah. Our little bunny so far. And I'm gonna dry it out just a little, just so I don't stick my finger or something in it. Because I would do that. There we go. All right, so I could just have, I'll find it. I'm just gonna do a tiny little bow. I just got this fabric. I just got this fabric from Jubilee Fabrics. It's a really pretty, like, pink color. I thought it was pretty. And I coffee grunged it. And I have this piece of lace tablecloth. And I'm just going to make, just like I said, just a tiny bow. Give her a bow. With my Bodabra. I love my Bodabra. Hi, Susan. Hey, Valerie. Welcome, guys. We're working with my new bunny wood kit. Or I'm working with it. All right. That, and then like I said, just this piece of lace tablecloth that I coffee grunged. And that's all I'm putting in it because I don't want it too big. Let's see. Make that just a little smaller. I maybe grabbed the wrong. That's okay. Just like that. I can't see that. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, Susan. Oh, you're fine, Susan. You can come in anytime. Yep, you can come in anytime. Just happy you're here. Trim that. All right. And I'm going to put the bow right here. Perfect. Just a sweet little bow. Oh, look how darling. So I was thinking to take these little carrots and make a little bunch and put them here somewhere, but I'm not sure that that's going to work. Maybe just one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be too much. Yeah, I don't, by the time I put the green in there, I think that's going to be too much. I don't think that's going to work. But thank you for sprinkling, because I don't want to cover her face all up. Maybe one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Susan, just maybe one. Just one cute little carrot there for her. I've got some greenery here, you know, for the top of her, to go into the carrot. And I might be able to shorten that so it's not quite so long. Let's see if I can find some, maybe a couple of shorter pieces here. Maybe not. see, maybe cut this. I'll have to get my glasses, I think. Well, I want to trim that off. There we go. I drilled a hole in there for the greenery. You're fine. Hi, Lori. This is my new wood kit. I've got one, maybe, I think. I thought with a deeper hole, but maybe not. But that's okay. I can trim this. Now it's going to give me. What do you do with my glasses? Maybe if I can see. Hi, Betty. Maybe if I can see, maybe I can do better. There we go. Well, okay. And then maybe find another little piece here and get it in there, make it a little fuller. It has a little bit of a larger hole, so maybe this piece, I'll cut it down. There. Maybe that'll go down in there. Of course it won't. Of course it won't. Try that one. Here, we'll try it. Okay, where'd that other little piece go? I'm losing stuff, I guess. Today's the day I'm gonna lose things. Thought I had another little piece, but try this one. Looking a little scraggly, so I was hoping to get maybe another little piece in there. And I have some jute, so I was thinking I think my husband's the neighbors. That looks a little better. Okay. Sorry about that. There's that little piece. Oh well. It doesn't need a whole lot. But I got this piece of jute. Hey, Ruth, how are you? Tie a little bow, just a little shoestring bow maybe. Something simple. There we go. Could probably take this Band-Aid off now. I was grating cheese and I slipped and cut my thumb. That would be me though. There we go. Let me get that off and out of the way. Okay. Trim that. And put that little maybe right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cute. So I need to get a button for the bow. And I think she's done. I think she's done. Let me get some buttons. Let's see if I have a little mother of pearl button for the bow. Yeah, I like that right there. Actually, I think it goes this way. There's a... All right. There we go. I think she turned out cute. Like I said, it won't stand for me. Stay there. Nope. There we go. There she is. I think she turned out pretty cute. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And joining me today. I appreciate it very, very much. And if you would like, thank you, Kim. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. Oh, thanks. Thank you. So if you would like one, this is, like I said, this is my new bunny wood kit. And it's $15 plus shipping. And if you'd like one, just private message me. I will have to tell you though, if you order today, my husband, because he has his own woodworking business, he cuts on, for me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays. So if you order today, it won't get cut until Monday because he works his business the rest of the week. So just to let you guys know that. But does the carrot come with it? No, the carrot doesn't come with it. Deborah, just the bunny. The spindles are a little bit expensive, even if I ordered them in bulk. So, I mean, I would love to, but I really probably couldn't, you know, afford it. So, ordering them, because they're not something we cut. It would be something I'd have to order. How much for the bunny? Susan the bunny is $15 plus shipping. So, anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys mean a lot to me, so much to me. You know, every time you come on and all your support. So, let's see if I can give hearts. Yay. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. Bye, guys.